So I want to ask the question I think everyone's thinking right now, which, you said that making some of these changes could be fun,
Yeah.
right? And I think that's the ideal situation, right? It's how do we do this good thing and actually have fun doing it? I know you mentioned check marks and stars, but really, like, what's the single most fun way that you've gotten people to do things that are good for them?
Yeah. It's the answer is helping them discover what works for them.
Okay.
Like fun is such an individual thing. One person loves a roller coaster. It's the best thing in the world to them. The other person can't stand it. It's the most, yeah, they want to run in the other direction from it. So when you're looking at making something fun, it's about, well, what is fun for you? And how can you set this thing up so that you're winning all the time?
Hmm.
Or most of the time anyhow, right? So an example comes to mind with a client of mine who, exercise was a point that was a struggle. So she was like, I like exercise. I never regret going when I go to the gym, but I'm just not going. Like I'm not doing it. And I know I want to do it. So she was someone hugely successful in her business life, successful in so many other places in her world, and food and exercise was one of these things that it was just like, how can I be so successful in all these places and still have this thing that's supposed to be, simple, not easy, but simple, and I can't do it. And so when we unpacked the exercise, it was about the magnitude of the change she was trying. Like exercise meant and 1 hour 90-minute CrossFit, thing.
Right. Like a
That was
serious workout.
serious workout. Anything
Yeah.
else didn't count. So exercise meant this big, huge thing. So
And so just to level set, so she would opt to do nothing as opposed to doing this one thing.
you got it. And
Okay.
this is a place that so many of us land, right? Because this all or nothing mindset is very much it's so prevalent. And the tricky thing is it serves us in other places in our life. You're like, I go hard or go home, I go big, and it served me over here. I've done well in my career, in my, whatever it might be. And then in food and exercise, it doesn't work. But we keep trying harder at the same thing that's not working because it's
Right.
worked somewhere else. So when you break it down, there really is a massive amount of space between all the things, the 90-minute CrossFit workout, and zero things, like not working out at all. There's a huge amount of space in there. So inviting someone to see that space and then get in and play in that space and be like, okay, so if you could make a workout that would feel like winning, like something you could tick off and say, I did it, what might that be? And you navigate from this place starting up from zero instead of going down from the perfection, right? So what does the imperfect workout look like? What does instead of zero look like? And for this particular client, it was a 10-minute TRX, which is a type of trainer system you can have at home that you just hang over a door. It was a 10-minute TRX workout. And you say, well, on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to get that 10-minute TRX workout done? 0 being zero chance. There's no way I'm going to do that. 10 being absolutely, like in no circumstance can I not find 10 minutes to do this thing. So we're at about a 9, which is kind of where you want to be. So, a few months went by and we were talking about things again. And it was like, well, you've been doing that workout, right? And she was feeling down about the working out and realized that she had been doing a 10-minute workout for 2.5 months straight every day, which is the longest she had done consistent workout for, maybe ever. And she discounted it. It didn't, in her brain, it wasn't counting. So there's an awareness of the small wins And just starting to train your mind to look at things as a win and structuring things as a win. So suddenly it becomes fun if that's a thing that feels fun to you, to be like, dang, I'm winning at this thing. Like I have just done, like I'm ticking boxes 10
For
minutes
sure.
every day. So it's hard to say there's a blanket winning thing, but we know as humans, we get that little rush. We get that little, hit of happy hormones if we feel like we've won at something or if we feel like we've been successful. So asking yourself, what gives me that little rush? And certainly it can be something like ticking boxes or clicking a yes on something or sharing it with a friend, like just sending a text and saying, hey, like I did this thing. And all of that's amazing brain wiring stuff to help you move faster through the change you want to make.